Enjoy that.
So do we.
So our theme today is going to be foundation and karma. You know, karma is probably a very mysterious word, and it's probably used in so many different ways, but it's basically a very simple principle. It's cause and effect. And you know, the effects that you have in your life, where are the causes? You are the cause of your life. And if someone had told me that in 1970, I would probably have more causes to take care of that aren't very pleasant. I would probably hit them a couple times. Because I didn't want to take the responsibility that the things that are in my life are my causation and everything. And you know, one of the things that helped me understand, you know, most of the people know that I use corn as an illustration of love, of life and everything. And one of the reasons I did that, you know, is that when I was growing up, I lived in the farm area in upstate New York, and my family put me in charge of a garden. And corn was always a fascinating thing for me. I didn't understand back then where it was, you know. And he said, you got to plant it 3 feet apart and 3 kernels of corn in each place, you know. And so I never did figure that out. So I just did it, you know, and I had a pretty good crop and everything like this. Then I realized the process that went through. That's the cause when you're planting the seed. And then when I was having struggle with natural law and cause and effect, my teacher in the spirit world said, now, when you plant corn, what comes up? Well, corn. Well, tell me why that comes up. Well, I just know that's corn. And that's a part of karma, is knowing the seeds that you plant. You know, every word you say, every thought you have, and every action you have, actually when you are doing action, you are causing life. You are causing karma. The people that are in your life, the places that you go, and the things you do is karma. And you ever figure out why you're drawn to a certain place? You ever go by somewhere and wow, that's kind of fascinating, going in there. What draws you to that place? When I came to this place in 1970, the people here were the most boring people I ever met. But they're also the most happiest people I ever met. And so I wanted to figure that out. And so I kept on coming back to figure it out and everything. And it was a pretty good idea that I did that. But the essence of your life, you know, is that there's thoughts, words, and actions that we have. And that's basically what your life is. You know, and karma is basically a result of your causes. Now, you know, how many thoughts do we have a day? I don't want you to count them. And especially the words that you say, I don't want you to count all those words that you say either, and everything. But each one of those thoughts and those words are seeds. And they're going to be exactly as what those seeds and thoughts are. Exactly. So when you got someone that come up there and hit you in the head or slapped you in the face or anything like this, why? I won't blame that person for that. Well, what I found out, you know, somewhere along the line, I did the same thing somewhere, and that's my karma. Is the and when I figured that out, you know, less things started irritating me. I would see people that would really irritate me. What is that person going all about and everything like this? And then my teacher say, well, you ever thought that maybe you're doing the same thing right now? And I said, oh. And I started to change my thoughts and my words and also my actions and everything like this. And you know what? Those people kept on doing the same thing, but I didn't get irritated anymore. So I have another effect now with that. And you know, there's been a lot of things in our lives that other people have done to us and everything. And then when I use the same principle, and there's well, somewhere along the line I did the same thing. I used to referee soccer when I could run up and down the field pretty good. That was some 20-some years ago. And I coached soccer too. And I was refereeing a game on a Saturday, and I went back to my place, you take your wallet out of your pocket when you're a referee because there's not much room in there and everything. So I left it in the car and everything, and so I left it there, and then at about 10 o'clock I went out there, and it looked strange. Someone had gone into there and eliminated my wallet. And so I went to the phone and called up all the people that I needed to know and everything like this. And when I was doing that, he said, "You know what? I'm getting a whole new identity now because I'm getting different numbers on all the things that I have, and each one of those numbers have an identity." So I started thinking about those identities, and also, I said, well, somewhere along the line, I was a thief. So this is paying my debt. So I don't have to pay that debt anymore. And I haven't had my wallet stolen since. And I haven't had anything stolen from me since, I also had a person, I do past life regressions and all this, and this person will come up to me and say, "I know that person stabbed me in the back. And I forgive that person and everything like this, but I still get stabbed in the back." I says, "You ever take another step further and say, maybe you stabbed someone in the back?" And "No, I would never do a thing like that." I said, well, let's start forgiving yourself for stabbing that person in the back. And you know what? People stop stabbing her in the back. Those are definitive experiences that I've had that let me know that karma is your destiny. And what you're doing today is the karma that's going to awaken in the days to come. And if you want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, guess what you're going to be talking and thinking about? No guessing. Happiness, health, and wealth. I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy. Anybody ask you what you want to be, say, I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy. Those are seeds to put it in your karma. And those are nice effects. Because I definitely know what happiness is, and I definitely know what unhappiness is. And part of the learning of karma is knowing what not to do. There's a lesson in our lives to know what to do and what not to do. And what's the definition for insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Exactly. We all know that, don't we? We all know it because we all experienced it. So let's make a deal with ourselves is to look at the effects that we have in our life, and if we do not like them, if they're unhappy, if they're lack, and they're ill, there's something you can do in your life to change that. And that's the thoughts, words, and actions. One of the things I found in my experience is I had this person come up to me years ago and say, I have an incurable disease. I said, okay, we'll accept that right now, but we're not going to talk about it anymore. This was before computers come in and everything. So I had the person go to the hospital, the university hospital, the library. You get a picture of that part of the body that's they say it's incurable, and you look at it each day. Because the pituitary gland, what it did the first 24 hours of your life, it took pictures of everything in your body. All the organs, nerves, and you put that in there, and that pituitary will go and find that and bring it up again. 6 months later, she comes, I don't have that incurable disease. You know what that doctor made that person do? Come back every 6 months to make sure it didn't come back. You have a power within you that's amazing. And you have a physician inside of you that is there too. And let's activate that karma in you, because you have that physician. And we all have something that we can improve upon in our life. We have these ideas that pop up every so often. Think of that idea, and that will ignite causes in your life, and you'll find the things that you're doing that is not even that happen. I found that the places that you go to are so very important. Because if you want to know what you're like, look at the people you associate with and the places that you go. That's what you are. That takes a big, strong step to change. Because there's a lot affection and a lot of feelings that goes along with those individuals. So I'm going to ask you to be aware of where you go, what you do, what you think, and what you say. And it's a habit. So when you start a new habit, you don't keep on doing it, do you? Well, I'll lay off for a while, but eventually you'll take hold of that. You have a responsibility to be happy, healthy, and wealthy so that you can live the life that you are here to have and that you have a right to have. That is your right to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And that's a karma. Happy, healthy, and wealthy is an effect. Know that you are the creator of your life. And I'll leave that with you today. Bless you.